Our next guest is the president and CEO of the Children's Museum of the Lowcountry. We know the museum offers unlimited learning adventures for the kids of Palmetto and their families, but Karen Coltrane will be here every week to share things to do with your family here in Charleston. Karen, thank you so much for being here.
Oh, I'm so grateful to be here. Thank you.
I'm so excited for the segment. I'm sure all of the moms and dads at home are so excited for this segment. There's a lot to do, and it's good to have a person that will tell us exactly what you can do.
Well, we get asked this question at the Children's Museum all the time. What else is there to do in town? So I'm happy to come and talk about what we know. We pay attention to this. Obviously, it's what we do, but also some of what we do and some of what, like I said, other organizations, festivals. I think it'll be fun.
Yes, so let's dive right in.
Sure.
Let's start with the South Carolina Aquarium. I know I love the aquarium. Adults, kids, we all love it. We do. It's a great family place.
Oh, yeah.
And so I wanted to come and share with you what our favorite part of it is. And it's really that they have programming all day, so you can be there anytime. But at 3 o'clock, my personal favorite is the dive into the GOT, or the Great Ocean Tank, which occurs in the Lower Ocean Gallery. We love it because you get to find out what it's like to dive into aquariums. And they're our largest exhibit. So they share what it takes to care for the 550 animals that call that tank home. And when you look at it, it's mesmerizing. It is mesmerizing. It's calming, and I think it opens children's eyes to imagining what they cannot see. Oh yeah. All right, next we have something for the aspiring thespians. I know I was an aspiring thespian when I was little. What do we have for them? Yeah, we love the aspiring thespians. They work it out on the stage at the Children's Museum, and we can kind of see the ones that really embrace that. So wanted to mention that the Charleston stage offers weekly acting classes for kindergartners through high schoolers that begin this week. And when I checked recently, there's still a few spots available, but there are also waiting lists. So it's worth checking it out for your budding thespian. And what about our pirate lovers? I know a lot of little kids out there love all things pirates, so what do we have for them? It's true, and we have a pirate ship at the Children's Museum too, so you can kind of see where my theme was here. I guess I didn't mean to do that, but we sort of did. But before the weather gets to where you might not want to do this, it's still wonderful out. It's the best time of year, actually. You might want to go check out the real thing on a pirate adventure cruise. They have a 45-foot wooden Black Ghost pirate ship, and they run on Saturdays at 10, noon, and 2. So much fun. And also about the Children's Museum, you guys are celebrating something special coming up later this month. This is it for us. This is our 20th anniversary. Wow. Happily, we never grow up, but we're 20. I guess you could argue we'll be legal next year, but no, we're celebrating 20, and we thought, what's the best way to do that? So we figured we'll go to 20-cent admission that day. Wow. So Saturday, the 23rd of September. Actual birthday is the 20th, but we know it needs to be a Saturday to get everybody there. And we're going to have birthday cake and fun all day. So if you haven't been to the museum a while, this is a great way to check it out and help us celebrate 20 years. It was started by a wonderful group of people, volunteers in the community, who said Charleston's children deserve a children's museum. And 20 years later, we've seen more than 2.5 million visitors. Wow, what a way to celebrate. 20-cent admission, and cake too. And cake. Yeah, it's not a party without cake. Oh, never. Okay, now something that you're going to be doing every week, you're going to have a Palmetto parenting tip. Can you talk about this week's tip? I can. The museum just actually adjusted our strategic plan, or created our strategic plan, adjusted our mission, because one of the things we keep hearing is that we need to help children develop creative problem-solving skills. So I thought I would talk about how to do that and some ways to do that. For example, helping kids make choices gets them in the practice of making creative decision making and envisioning what they need to do. So for example, and when you ask them their choice, it helps them feel important that you've respected their choices. So for example, if it's cold outside, you can say, okay, our choice today is to stay home or go to the Children's Museum. Which do you want to do? Of course, you have to be prepared for whatever the answer is to that question, but I'm going to guess they'd say the Children's Museum. Then you'd say, great, let's go. What do you want to wear, your blue shirt or your green shirt? Reinforcing color recognition, giving the child control over something personal to them. I'll tell you a quick story. My husband, who likes things very neat and tidy, was remember being very disturbed when my son picked plaid shirt and stripe bottom. But you know, we had to learn to let go and let that happen, because he felt good with that decision, and that was more important than anything else. So sometimes you have to just deal with what they decide if you give them the choice. But giving them the choice is really a great way for them to start to envision. The shoes, which shoe do you want on, the right or the left? It makes them start to think about right, left, even if they don't know it yet. Children typically don't get that until around 3, and by 7 they usually have that down, or I would say my husband would tell you I don't have it yet. So, but yeah, so all of those little things, if you can just be a little intentional about conversations with your child, you can help them not just have fun talking to them, but help them develop some critical thinking skills.
Amazing, really valuable stuff. And if people have never been to the Children's Museum, where can they find you guys?
We're at 25 Ann Street, downtown, easy to get to. There's a parking garage right across the street. There's street parking, and it's a great way to spend a couple hours interacting and playing with your child. No better activity.
It certainly is. Karen, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
And if you and your family want to check out the Children's Museum of the Low Country, you absolutely should. Their address, hours, and contact information is on your screens now. They're open weekdays and Saturdays from 9 a.m. until 5 p.m. and Sundays from noon to 5.